Let us begin. We're looking at simple Ohm's law calculations. Let's put a question together. Alright, so the question is, if a battery supplies 24 volts to a load resistor with 30 ohms, what would be the current flowing through the circuit? Alright, so this question is asking us to find the amount of current flowing through the circuit. So we're going to pull up the Ohm's law triangle, right? From which we derive all our formulas when we are trying to find voltage, resistance, or current. So we know, you know that whichever one you cover, the other two expose the formula. So this is asking you to find the amount of current that would be flowing through the circuit. And you know that I is for current. Let's highlight I. I is the one highlighted, it's the one that we're trying to find. This reveals the formula for calculating the current, which is V over R, and that means that V is divided by R. So I is equal to V divided by R. Right? You put in the values, and V is 24 volts and R is 30 ohms. Therefore, V divided by R is equal to, this is equal to 0.8 amperes. So I is equal to 0.8 amperes. Alright, let us put another question together. If a circuit has a load resistance of 15 ohms and a current of 10 amperes, calculate the voltage flowing through the circuit. So this question is asking us to calculate the amount of voltage. Again, we can draw the Ohm's law triangle. I like the one that we are trying to find, and the exposed letters will reveal the formula. Since I is next to R, you'll say that V is equal to I times R. Put in the values and you'll have 10 amperes times 15 ohms, which is equal to 150 volts. So there's 150 volts flowing through the circuit. For this question, we're going to do a resistance calculation. Let's put the question together. So it reads, what is the load resistance of a circuit with a supplied voltage of 240 volts and a current of 20 amperes? So it's asking us to find the load resistance. Once again, we can pull up the Ohm's law triangle, or draw the Ohm's law triangle rather. Highlight the one that we're trying to find, isolating the other two. So R is equal to V divided by I. Put in the values and you'll have V being 240 volts divided by 20 amperes. So 240 divided by 20 amperes will give 12 ohms. So the load resistance is 12 ohms. Alright, so for this one we're going to use a circuit diagram instead of a worded question. Alright, so for this question, the missing value would be I, would be the current. We have 7 volts for the battery and we have a load resistance of 15 ohms. So the missing value is I. So we're going to find I. I, which is the current, is equal to voltage divided by resistance. The voltage is 7 and the resistance is 15. So 7 divided by 15. We'll have 0.47 amperes. For this question, we are going to look at a simple circuit with 3 resistors in series. Now current is missing from the circuit. The current is missing from the circuit. And the question could ask you to find the total amount of current. Because current is equal to V divided by R. But we have more than one resistance in the circuit. So the first thing we'll have to do is find RT, which is the total resistance. Now in series circuit, RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 and any other number of resistors there are connected in series. So RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. You put in the values and you'll have R1 being 2 ohms plus 5 ohms plus 10 ohms. This is equal to 2 plus 5 plus 10. That is 17 ohms. So RT is equal to 17 ohms. Now that you've figured out the total amount of resistance, you can now find IT, which is the total amount of current. Now I is equal to V divided by R. What R? RT. You put in the values and you'll have 110 divided by 17. Which is equal to 6.5 amperes. Right now, let us look at another question. Alright, so for this question, it gives you the current, it gives you three individual resistance, and the voltage is missing. So we will try to find the voltage in this circuit. Because we know what the formula for the voltage is, we can go ahead and write it down. V is equal to I times R. But you will ask yourself which one of the R's. So in order to find V, you first need to find RT, which is the total resistance in the circuit. And RT is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. You put in the values, you have 10 plus 2 plus 2 plus 20. That will give you 32 ohms. Now that you've found RT, you can now go ahead and find V. And V is equal to I times RT, which is equal to I, which is 4 times 32, which is equal to 128 volts.